And off we go. Memphis controls the tip. Ja Morant will bring it across. Has made his return after missing 14 of 16 games with a calf and ankle injuries. Now played in 3 straight. Off the screen with Koloko. He'll float it up and in.
Well, just taking what the defense gives him from the jump. With Joel Embiid on the floor, Philadelphia going to be heavy in that drop, pick and roll. You're just getting to your spot, showing that floater.
Different style of play for Philadelphia with Embiid in there. They want to feature him inside, especially against Koloko, but he can't make a pay.
I think Koloko has done a really nice job in this 10-day contract of coming in, understanding his role, impacting the game, but he's going to have his hands full tonight.
Edgecombe got a piece of that one. George in transition will pull and can't hit the J.
Paul George has been ice cold from 2. Now 1 of his last 11 from inside the arc. All that with being said, he's been pretty good from 3, 8 of his last 16.
Cedric Coward, speaking of being pretty good, all of his rookie season, and what an incredible journey it's been for Coward as he continues to produce.
Well, you think about just coming from a D3 and then playing your way up to the D1 level. I've just been so impressed with his maturity as a rookie.
They can pop off the screen. Edgecombe, fellow rookie. 2 of the better rookies in the NBA going at it, and Edgecombe has the response to Coward.
Well, a big shot for his confidence. Coming back from illness, last 2 games, just 2 of 12 from 3. So he's coming off that screen. Big to see VJ Edgecombe get one early to fall.
Not even a minute in, and Jock Landale hopped off the Memphis bench. You wonder if Koloko is going to get a quick pull here. Edgecombe had it knocked away by Morant. Now John transition, attacks on Embiid, gets the rim for 2.
Well, and that's the aspect, Noah, that he brings to the table here, where he can get you out in transition. Really good activity defensively with the hands, and then Ja Morant finding an easy one.
Edgecombe will try again.
That was short. That was like a curveball off his hand.
Coward up ahead, knocked away by Edgecombe.
I think VJ Edgecombe's going to have a chance to be a special player with just the effort he gives defensively, the physical tools, the shot making. What a backcourt that Philly now has with he and Tyrese Maxey.
Embiid hands it. George trying to get downhill. Good hands, out of bounds. It is Memphis basketball. And Landale will check in. So the quick hook. Koloko is running. He's running right back to the locker room. So that was about as quick a trip into the game, and then he ran back, and now they're saying, no, not to the locker room. Make your way back towards the bench. Was he just trying to get his cardio in?
I don't know.
Maybe his Fitbit said he needed more steps for the day.
Might have a bathroom break coming up, honestly. I don't know.
The Calvin Cambridge action, but he comes right back on the floor, and that was stunning action. As Morant will control it with 10 to shoot, rejects the screen, has the pop, it's Landale, extra pass for Wells, and he knocks it down.
But Ja Morant makes that play because he totally sells that to Embiid that he might take the mid-range. Then you throw it to Landale, who can really shoot it. Extra pass, good offense for Memphis in the half court.
Grizzlies head coach Tuomas Izalo said that Ja Morant plays so much better with a rim runner as Embiid shows off the skill set with the silky mid-range J.
Well, he's certainly been in and out of the lineup, but when he's played, he's been productive. No, over the last 4, 29 and 8, and an efficient 50 from the field, 37 from 3.
We think about the long career now of Joel Embiid as Jaren Jackson Jr. drills the trip. But for Embiid, so many injuries that started with him missing his first 2 years since being drafted with foot injuries. And over the course of his career, a number of ailments that have plagued him. The physicality and certainly the athleticism isn't what it once was, but the skill set seen on full display with a perfect dime to Barlow.
No question, and that's why even though as his athleticism looks a little bit diminished, and you have to hope if you're a Philly fan it comes back, he can still put up big numbers because of the ability to handle and score.
Wells, this is an offensive clinic to start this game.
Well, Jalen Wells has just found a real comfort zone over these last 15 games. A tough start to his season. But after last year, 3rd in the Rookie of the Year voting. A lot to like about both him and Cedric Coward. 2 linebackers, honestly, in the backcourt for Memphis.
George comes up short on the J. He's 0 for 2 to start this game. Memphis is 6 for 7. Make him 7 of 8 as Coward nails another one.
How about the vision, though, from Ja Morant? And just the willingness to throw it ahead there. Great sight there, and Cedric Coward, 9 straight games in double figure, not known for his three-point shooting, but now 8 of his last 18, and Nick Nurse wants to talk it over. He was...
Maxey, Embiid, and George play. Nick Nurse was very honest, both with us and the national media, about the fact that they just haven't had time to build any of that continuity, and as a result, it gets choppy at times on the court. He's still trying to figure out which combinations of the three make the most sense on the floor together.
And just the fact that the trio of Embiid, Maxey, and George have only played 4 games together, I think offensively, now that's a look what I found possession. That's not a great offensive deal over those 24 seconds, but with Maxey's shot making, he cures all ills. But they're trying to kind of figure out how they want to play on both ends of the floor still.
Dante Aldama on the floor for Memphis, as is G.G. Jackson. Morant with the up fake is going to get 2 free throws.
He started to come alive here. Back to...
He brings it up the court. He's screaming at him, shoot it, shoot it. Wouldn't they? Which I think any of us would do. Game plan, guys, the game plan, just make sure you get the ball to me.
I love that the British Basketball League is not afraid to go to the player coach.
To the Jackie Moon.
Because one of his assistants is Fabulous Flournoy, and he was the player coach of the Newcastle Eagles for a long time.
You were a fan.
Big fan when I was playing in Moscow. I watched all the games.
Jimmy Shake, Maxey, a blur to the bucket.
That's just scorched earth. Getting the matchup with Landale, there's no way he's staying in front. And for all the shot making that Maxey is, that burst is elite as well.
Landale back down on Edgecombe. Double comes outside. Aldama, pump, drive, stop, push, no. Rebound taken in by George. Paul George has changed his game a little bit on the offensive end. Robbie mentioned the struggles from 2, but he's become more of a shooter with this group as Embiid finds nylon.
Jock Landale, you just get knocked back a good 2 or 3 feet. Good luck guarding that with Embiid's size.
Morant high off the window.
I thought for Memphis, when they made their run, now they weren't able to win the game Sunday in Washington, but it was off of stops and it was playing with pace. Ja Morant has done that so far tonight.
Embiid had it knocked away by Aldama, recovered by Barlow, taken away by Jackson. Barlow, look what I found underneath. The easy deuce.
No, you watch enough of Dominic Barlow's clips. He just makes winning plays. He's a player that's around the ball.
Wild attempt from Wells. Tomas Isolo has been talking about not turning the ball over and rebounding on the defensive end. They're going to get the turnover here on the offensive foul, and that's going to be part of that. Is Cam Spencer has really improved as a distributor. He's in the game for the first time.
We knew he could shoot, but the way that he has playmate has been a shocker to me. Because I saw him in college, and certainly you see what he is last season, but the assist numbers are pretty staggering for him.
Bona in the game for Philadelphia. Already 4 bench players out there for Memphis midway through this opening quarter. Edgecombe attacks and puts it home.
I love, though, how aggressive VJ Edgecombe is.
Team to shoot. So Barlow, Edgecombe, Maxey, Grimes, and Bona, the 5 out there for Philadelphia. So we'll see Bona off the bench first. Andre Drummond has been able to run through the year and shown a difference in his game, as Spencer will start the offense for Memphis. Pick and pop. Landale can't hit the 3. And Jackson fighting with Edgecombe, wins the battle.
That's what G.G. Jackson has got to give this Grizzlies team. Just use your size, impose your will. With the smaller VJ Edgecombe, he might not be able to handle the physicality of Jackson on the boards.
Knocked away. Aldama got it first. Barlow got it second. Cam Spencer averaging 15.4 points per game over his last 17, and Landale just a little bit off early from the outside.
You think about just trying to come back from injury. Landale dealing with that calf. He shot the ball really well on the season. That pick and pop can be a problem.
There is no staying in front of Tyrese Maxey. And a timeout called by Tomas Isolo. Doesn't like the defensive intensity from his team.
Voting now through January 14th. Vote for your favorite Grizzlies every 24 hours.